scientific name is Calanoidis carbonara. It's that. What's up, everyone? I'm Colorado Caddy. This is Mango, the Red Foot Tortoise, and you're watching Reptistars. So today what we're going to be going over is our care of the Red Foot Tortoise. Mango plays a very, very special role in this household, so she's a little bit more spoiled than the rest. She's freaking sweet though. So again, this is not a full-blown care guide. Don't listen to every single thing I say. I'm just simply going over what has worked for us and what has worked for Mango. So now we got Mango all washed up. I like to take one of these little brushes. It's a softer bristle. I like to use one of these just to scrub her little shell, scrub in between all the little shoots, everything like that. Get every little nook and cranny, you know? And she gets soaked every day. I'd say she gets soaked about 6 days a week. I'm not gonna lie. 1 day a week, I do not soak her. And every other soaking is when she gets scrubbed. Sometimes she doesn't really like it too much. And then she always gets dried off right before she gets put back in. And as I said in the morning routine video, soaking her is part of the morning routine, so I get her food ready while she's soaking. And then that way, Mango. That way she can get back in and eat. So Mango's diet varies a lot from what you typically see in tortoises. She does require a bit of protein. So every once in a while I'll boil her an egg or something like that. She also enjoys is an understatement. She loves these Mazuri pellets. Make sure they're the ones for the rainforest tortoises though. Do not get the arid tortoise mix. It does not have the protein that they are gonna need. As far as veggies go, we keep her on collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens. Fruit, she loves strawberries so much. Gets the occasional mango, some banana, blueberries. She's, like I said, she's a spoiled tortoise. Mango is in a 4x2 vivarium from dubiaroaches.com. This enclosure has been amazing for her so far. We do plan on adding another 4x2x2. Obviously give her about 8 feet of floor space to roam around in. Super, super excited to have that project up and going. We are currently waiting on getting another 2, 4, 5 more 4x2 enclosures. We are going to be putting our beardies in 4x2s and also going to be moving the skinks over. They're still babies. They don't necessarily need to be in 4x2s yet, but I just want to be able to provide all of our animals with the best possible care that we can. Again, she's in a 4x2. We're talking about Mango. Red Foot Tortoise is in a 4x2x2 enclosure from dubia.com. She will be being upgraded to another one. We do not keep our tortoise outdoors. A lot of people do keep their Red Foots outdoors. However, based on my name, or I don't know if you've seen it in the other videos, we are in Colorado. Our humidity level today, the news is on TV, our humidity level today outside is 12%. 12%. She will not thrive. She will not do good. In Colorado, Redfoots are not best kept outdoors, in my personal opinion. So red-footed tortoises, they range from southeastern Panama down to Venezuela, Guyana, Guinea, north and south, all along the Andes Mountains. You can find these little guys. West Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, they're all over the place. They're a tropical species, so she does require a decent amount of humidity. We like to keep her tank right around 60% humidity. That's what little Mango thrives in the best. And with that thermostat, that keeps her basking temperature right around 100 degrees. Usually, typically it's right around 100. And humidity always stays above 55%. There are some times at night when I know it'll drop down to about 40, 45, but that's just because I don't want it running too high of humidity over the night, just in case it gets a little cold. Cold and humid don't go well at all together. That's a great way to create respiratory infections, just as it's a great way to create respiratory infections and yet having it too hot and too humid. These are just things we learn as reptile keepers, I guess, as we keep going. So yeah, as far as lighting goes, Mango's running a 100-watt solar glow bulb as her heating basking spot. Above her, she does have a T5 10.0 UVB linear. Stretches the entire length of the 4x2. That's made by Zoomed. Super like that light so far. Hasn't given me a single problem, and I have no issues with running it inside of the tank with the humidity. I know a lot of people are gonna say foggers shouldn't be ran while the lights are on, and I do understand that. It's not running constantly. Her entire terrarium is controlled by this little gadget right here. This is a hydrometer and a thermostat. So as soon as it recognizes that the humidity drops a little bit, it's gonna kick that fogger on. I go in there and mist every morning and every night. So the fogger usually only kicks on 3 to 4 times a day. Again, Colorado's humidity is not something that's easy to deal with at all. So since we're doing a Mango video, I figured we'd go ahead and change out Mango substrate today, which is something I've been needing to get to anyway. We change ours out every 2 weeks. I know for some people, they think that that's a little bit excessive. However, cleanliness is probably one of the most important parts and aspects. Cleanliness is one of the most important things to us as far as our reptiles go. We don't want them to stink. We don't want our house to stink. We just don't want it to want people to walk in and it smell like a fucking zoo. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna change out Mango substrate right now. What we're using, we use a mix of Eco Earth, Reptisoil, and a little bit of Reptichip. I know a lot of people frown on the wood. We use, I'm telling you, probably about 10% of that mix. I'll show you guys the mix, but about 10% of that mix is wood, and that's just because it helps hold the humidity. Once again, we're in Colorado, so we need all the help we can possibly get. I do use the same substrate mix for my Cresties as well, so let's go ahead and mix up just a big tub of it. Wrong lid. Wrong lid. There we go. So after we get all this mixed in, I like to just smell it and make sure everything smells good. I know it sounds funny, but you can smell mold. So you don't want any mold. Obviously, you don't want nothing smelling funky. So now all this is, like I said, this is about 10% Reptichip now and the rest Eco Earth. We're gonna take this big bag of Reptisoil. I like to pre-mix the substrate before I put it in the tank, just so that I'm not kicking up a whole bunch of dust and making a mess. And I like it to go ahead and have a little bit of that humidity already in it before I put it in the tank. That way I'm not having to go in there and wet it down too much or anything like that. You don't want anything too damp. Obviously you still want it fine enough to where it can crumble and fall apart and it's not going to form balls. All right, we got the new substrate, we got the old substrate, we got a trash bag. Watch this. and she poops. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what tortoises do when you replace their substrate. Brat. So, there you have it. Quick and easy. Simple indoor care guide for a red foot tortoise. No scientific none of that. I'm not an expert. We are not experts. We don't claim to be experts. We just started keeping reptiles this year. I know it seems like a lot, but we put a lot of research into this. We put a lot of care into our animals. So that's another reason that this channel has been developed, was for the newer keepers, for beginners, for people that have just as much passion for these little creatures as we do, but have just a few small questions, would like to see how someone else is doing it. I'm not saying I'm doing it completely right. If you notice things wrong that are for the safety of my animal, please let me know in the comment section below. If you just want to run your mouth and talk some, go ahead and do that too. I'm fine with it. Either way, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Until next time, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in a couple days.